That happened to me once though, or twice. Like it was clear that you said it, but then I didn't get the message.
It didn't arrive. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been in any of the meetings yet. So, I mean, that is not proper. สำหรับคนไทยก็มีไหมมีคนไทยไหม ยำน้ำยำคนแล้วเนี่ยก็ตอนเช้าก็พูดหมดแล้วเนี่ยนะเรื่องเดินปัญญานะก็สัตว์ที่สำคัญนะสัตว์ที่เป็นตราภายในนะพิจารณาก็ไม่มีสัตว์ที่ก็พิจารณาก็ไม่มีประโยชน์นะสัตว์ที่ก็มันเป็นตาภายในนะมองอะไรก็ภายในขันธ์ห้านะดูรูปนะเมื่อดูรูปชัดเจนนะมันจะพิจารณาง่ายขึ้นนะเข้าใจไหมยอมน้ำฮะเมื่อเห็นส่วนมากก็สัตว์ที่ก็ไม่ดีก็มันเห็นมัวนะมันไม่เห็นชัดและตัดไม่ได้นะเข้าใจไหมนะปัญญาก็เกิดขึ้นจากคำถามนะเมื่อมองดูเมื่อชอดูนะชอดูร่างกายเราเป็นภาคร่างกายนะและคำถามนะคำถามนะและคำตอบนะบางที่ก็มากับความรู้นะบางที่ก็มาที่เห็นชัดๆนะเมื่อมาทำนะเวลาเห็นรูปนะทั้งรูปนะทั้งร่างกายนะแล้วจะความใจเป็นยังไงนี่เป็นคำถามนะและจิตจะให้ดูนะมันใจยังไงมันจะอะไรก็ออกก่อนนะลมหายใจก็ออกก่อนหลังจากนี้ก็ความอุณหภูมิก็ออกก่อนน้ำหลังจากนั้นก็น้ำก็ออกไปนะและสุดท้ายก็ดินก็ละลายนะมันจะนะจิตก็ให้ดูนะมีที่ปัญญาเกิดขึ้นเข้าใจไหมแต่เมื่อตามัวนะมันไม่ได้ใส่แว่นนะเมื่อตามัวก็อ่านอะไรก็ไม่ออกทั้งต้องเห็นชัดๆนะยิ่งสติดีนะยิ่งฝึกสตินะยิ่งพิจารณาร่างกายพิจารณาเวทนาพิจารณา ความคิดนะความหลงนะก็ง่ายขึ้นนะวันนี้ก็พูดแค่นี้นะมีคำถามไหม
หลวงพ่อคะแล้วถ้าในชีวิตประจำวันเราทำงานในชีวิตประจำวันนะคะแล้วเราไปเจอคนไม่สบายคนแก่คนเจ็บป่วยเราพิจารณาไปด้วยได้ไหมคะ
ได้อยู่เรื่องนี้ก็เรื่องทั่วไปนะและที่สำคัญนะที่เริ่มฝึกพิจารณาก็ตอนเย็นนะก็ตอนเช้าคิดว่าอะไรก็ตอนเช้าก็ทำอะไรพูดว่าอะไรแล้วมันคำตอบเป็นยังไงแล้วความรู้สึกเป็นยังไงนะก็ดูทั้งหมดนะนี่เป็นพิจารณาได้นะเวลาเจอความไม่สบายและความรู้สึกขึ้นอะไรบ้างเนี่ยความคิดขึ้นอะไรบ้างนะแต่ไม่นะเมื่อทำแบบนี้ไม่บอกว่าดีหรือไม่ดีเข้าใจไหมนี่มันจะทำให้มั่วมันไม่เห็นชัดนะความคิดที่ขึ้นมาก็มันทำให้เรามั่วนะมันไม่เห็นชัดใช่ทำได้เรื่องพิจารณาเรื่องความเกิดความตายนะเรื่องความแก่หลงเรื่องป่วยหลงนะมันพิจารณาแบบนี้ก็ได้อยู่นะไม่ต้องมีสติมากนะยิ่งมีสตินะมันยิ่งดียิ่งเห็นชัดนะโอเคมีคำถามอีกไหมยังไม่มีโอเคพยายามหน่อยก็มีเหลือได้2 เดือนสมมากกำลังพรรษาก็ไม่มีงานผมรวมกันหมดนะทุกวัน1 ปีนะใช่ไหมคนนะ1 ปีก็เหมือนกันหมด
แล้วบ้านเป็นยังไม่ได้อะไรหรือพิจารณายังไม่ได้อะไร
เดือนพันยายังไม่ได้อะไรเหรอ
ได้อยู่แต่มันได้นิดเดียวเอง
ก็ไม่เป็นไรนะ
แต่ว่ามันชัดขึ้นเรื่อยๆอยู่เห็นผลอยู่แล้ว
ก็เนี่ย ก็สมัยก่อนนั้นพวกพิจารณาร่างกายก็7 ปีนะแล้วมันยังไม่เห็นอะไรแบบนะหลังจาก7 ปีโอ้ได้อยู่
แต่ถ้าเราทำไปเรื่อยๆแล้วก็ตั้งใจทำไปเรื่อยๆเราจะเห็นชัดเห็นด้วยตัวเราเองว่าอ๋อเราเห็นผลจริงแล้วค่ะ
โอเคแค่นี้นะยกมือนี้เข้าใจภาษาอังกฤษนะฮะเข้าใจภาษาอังกฤษนะ
เข้าใจนิดหน่อย
นิดหน่อยเพราะส่วนมากก็มี Today there are mostly questions coming to me. What I just said, I mean development of wisdom. What I said to the Thai, the importance of sati. Don't underestimate the importance of sati. Developing of the sati or awareness. Awareness is aware of everything of what is going on in our heart. We develop this awareness through our practice of samadhi, through our knowing the breath or knowing the Buddha. And the more we know about the Buddha, the more we know about the breath, the better our sati becomes. And then we use the sati, the sati are our inner eyes. Then we use the sati to develop wisdom. We develop wisdom by by really pinpointing our sati on one thing that we want to understand, that we want to know, be it the whole body or be it part of the body. And then we ask questions. And the answers or the panya or the wisdom that comes, is coming from the chitta that either shows us, when we ask, what is, how did I die? So we look at the body and then it shows us, what is happening in death. This is one way, or the other way, it is coming in form of knowingness. We know or we suddenly understand. It's not coming in form of thought, because form of thought, when it comes in form of thought, when we think about this, this is not panya. This is just knowledge, all worldly knowledge, it doesn't help us. When we want to develop wisdom, we really have to pinpoint our sati onto one thing and then ask the right question. Sometimes the question is not correctly right, so the answer, the answer that comes, through seeing or through knowing is not completely correct, but it's also not completely false. And the better our sati and the more direct our questions are, the better the wisdom that comes. The wisdom is all in our chitta. The chitta, has lived through billions of lives. It knows everything. It knows every death. It has seen. It has chopped up the bodies. It knows everything. It even knows, how this body is, working. We just need to ask it. We know, if you want to know how our brain is working, it knows it. What comes before, anything happens in the brain? The chitta. Without the chitta, the brain doesn't move. But when the chitta wants to think something, it sends the information, or it sends the starter, up to the brain, and then the brain starts to think. Okay? So, that's just just very short. Now, if you have any questions, this is fine, you can ask them now, If you don't have any questions, then we read it out, You have any questions here? Yeah?
Why do you have the puppy walk when you have the Dharma? If you follow the Dharma, shouldn't the puppy walk
Because
arise in you?
Yeah. The question is very valid, But when you look at your life, how often do you forget things? If you just think about the 5 precepts, how often do you forget one of the precepts? Or, I mean, over the time the precepts become more, more clear. Yeah. Oh, that wasn't right speech, or that wasn't this, that wasn't correct in doing. Yeah. So we tend to forget, and that because we tend to forget, we have to repeat. Yeah. I mean, just like the the Metis, repeat the 8 precepts. Yeah. Because we do tend to forget. Yeah. I mean, Dhamma is okay, but we don't have Dhamma 24 hours a day, because there is also the kilesas, yeah? Huh? And the kilesas come up, and in the moment the kilesas come up, the Dhamma doesn't have any power. It knows afterwards, oh, that was not good, yeah? Huh? So training our memory, in the Patimokkha or in our 227 routes, or for the Mechi, the 8 routes, or for the Samani, the 10 routes, it's a way, not to forget. I often forget. Nowadays, I even more forget anything. Yeah? I don't know. Wasn't there something, Okay? Any other question? Muchis? Huh? Pauline? Huh? Who else is there? Alice?
No.
No. Okay, then we'll read the question.
This is a continuation of the question, I think. This person is asking about Mahasasaya technique, which he has used for about 3 years, and he was just wondering why with this particular method of meditation, in comparison to Anapanasati and other methods, he oftentimes gets vivid images or scary visions or strong bodily sensations, and he wonders if this is somehow important and if he should stick with that method instead of the other one.
With what does he get? With I don't know what the technique of Mahasaya is.
Belly.
Or the belly. Yes, there are a lot of, in English we have the same gut feeling, So if you go to the belly, and if you watch, the abdomen rising and falling, there are a lot of other things, disturbing things that come up. Do Anapanasati, don't worry. And you cannot become still. Yeah? With this Mahasasaya, you get quiet, you get quiet enough. But you cannot become one-pointed. Because you move, you observe a point that constantly moves. Yeah? You cannot, this movement, is prohibiting you to get into one-pointedness. Yeah? One-pointedness with the point of observation cannot move. Yeah? That's why we have around the tip of the nose, the point, or the point, when we do Buddha, that is the point. Yeah? And this point, when we stick to this, we can go into one-pointedness. Yeah? And one-pointedness is, I said, it's important, it's a preview of Nibbana for ever who wants to see, what Nibbana is about. Because everything, this whole universe, or Samte Lokatak, they just disappear. And when we come out, it comes back. And if we have been very long in this one-pointedness, you will see how this world is built up, and then you understand, why the Lord Buddha talked about, this is all an illusion. Okay?
Hello, Adam. What is the common consequence if we indulge in feelings of anger mentally but don't verbally or physically direct anger of others? What kind of common consequences would it lead to in a future human birth?
It will lead to not only in the future human birth, but also in this birth, that anger comes very often. Yeah? If we don't investigate what comes before the anger and remove the seed of the anger, then this anger will come back to us. Yeah? Even though we don't express it, then the verbal karma of this anger or the physical karma of this anger doesn't come back to us. But the anger itself comes back to us. I mean, mentally, we have three forms of karma. Yeah? Mental karma, yeah? Verbal karma, and bodily action karma. Yeah? So, if you don't cut down on the anger that comes up or flares up, yeah, and let it there, yeah, and don't find the seed, and cut the seed, or remove the seed of the anger, then the anger will constantly come. Yeah? But the verbal, there will be no verbal effect, there will be no verbal or physical karma that comes back to us. But the mental karma always comes back to us. It's the same with thoughts, yeah? I mean, if you think a certain kind of thought, very often, we can even see it in this life, when we think something very often, this comes back to us, yeah? And unless we cut it off and say, this is garbage, 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 and then it doesn't come back. Okay, next.
I take every month 4 to 5 days off for practice, and I'm wondering if it is best for me to stay at home and to have more hours of meditation, or to go to a monastery where I need to drive for about 4 hours. And I work quite a lot there for 5 hours, but I have better concentration and mindfulness during my practice. When he goes to a monastery.
I mean, every month it takes 45 days?
4 to 5.
What?
4 to 5.
Oh, 4 to 5 days. That would be amazing. This month, I want to have this kind of month. Where you have a month and can take 45 days off. 4 to 5 days off. I mean, this is difficult to answer, yeah? I mean, sometimes, you should go to the monastery, but find another monastery where you don't have to work. Yeah? I mean, don't go to a monastery where they make you work, for 5 to 8 hours a day, and then you just sit and fall asleep, yeah? Find another monastery, or do it at home, and see, you really have to examine the difference. Yeah? He says, it's better concentration when he's in a monastery, yes, and that is clear, because, you cut yourself off the world that you live in, when you have a house, so many things, and all your thoughts, all your memories, all your things are within this house, yeah? So, you start to meditate, and of course these come in, yeah? When you drive away, you can also try it, and find a nice place, I don't know, probably somewhere in America or Canada, find a nice place, open space, yeah? And then go there and meditate and see the difference, yeah?
So this person is talking about a specific experience while they were meditating. They decided to speed up the chanting of the Buddha, but after that they felt their eyes burning and twitching, and they felt spicy. They tried to exert the pain, but they couldn't really, and they felt the force pulling them out of their body. And then they tried to do a body scan, but they couldn't really because they were in a shock state. After that they had the quiet sitting the next day, and it was all back to normal, but they would like to ask what they could have done to focus better in such a situation, not to get shocked so easily.
Sometimes, it can happen, when you do some chanting, that there are some hungry ghosts around you, and that is, they don't like, when you're chanting, so they try to interrupt you, or sometimes, it could be the feeling of that they try to pull you out of the body. You did something wrong with the chanting, don't speed up the chanting, just, be really careful, put yourself completely, just like when you chant, put yourself completely in the chant, that there's nothing else than the chant itself, yeah? In that case, nothing will happen. Yeah? But if if you just memorize and while you're chanting, you think about this and think about that. I mean, this is always dangerous. Yeah? It can lead to a lot of things.
Yeah, we're talking about chanting the Buddha, so I think they were just practicing the same one.
Or chanting the Buddha, it's the same thing. Yeah? I mean, there, Buddha, 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 and I look, yeah, I mean, oh, this is nice, Buddha, Buddha, and I look there, oh, the sky, oh, there's rain, I mean, these thoughts are constantly coming in, yeah. So I mean, I have to be completely with the Buddha. I was talking in the beginning about it. The more we are the Buddha, the more we know about the Buddha. Yeah? I mean, the better it is. Yeah? It works for both things, be it the Buddha or be it the chant and be the Buddhist chant, the same thing. Yeah? Completely fall into it. Yeah? I mean, it's. I know it's especially for Westerners, it's very difficult to let oneself fall into it. When we fall into the Buddha, it's so easy. Then nothing distracts. Okay. Okay, yeah. So we've got challenge.
Was würden Sie sagen, sind die wichtigsten Dinge für einen Theravada-Laien, die er machen oder praktizieren soll und welcher keine Sangha in der Nähe hat? Sila, Meditation, wenn welche oder das Majjhima Nikaya lesen. Und wie kann er im Dhamma wachsen ohne eine Sangha, oder ist es überhaupt möglich zu erwachen oder nur eine bessere Reinkarnation zu erreichen?
Das sind so viele Fragen in einer Frage. Ja.
Was soll er machen als Laie?
Also, als Laie 5 Tugendregeln einhalten. Das ist das A und O, das ist die Basis. Als nächste Basis, er sollte mal die Vorträge von mir anhören. Was sind die What is this Prerequisites? Was ist das auf Deutsch? Vor. Genau. Voraussetzung. Voraussetzung, dass unsere Praxis tiefer geht. Großzügigkeit. Das kann man überall, praktizieren. Respekt. Achtung vor allen Wesen. Egal, ob die gut sind oder schlecht. Kannst du auch überall üben. Und Dankbarkeit, für was auch immer dir gegeben wird. Selbst, wir sollten erstmal unseren Eltern sehr dankbar sein, dass sie uns 20 Jahre lang hochgezogen haben und ständig unterstützt haben. Aber wir können auch unseren Freunden dankbar sein, wir können unseren Lehrern dankbar sein. Egal, was für Typen das sind. Sie haben uns versucht, etwas beizubringen, das ist ihnen dankbar. Dankbarkeit ist, das sind alle Sachen, die wir tagtäglich üben können. Und die uns fördern. Das sind nicht Sachen, die uns an irgendetwas hindern. Großzügigkeit, Respekt, Achtung, Dankbarkeit. Das sind Sachen, das sind die Voraussetzungen, dass wir wirklich tiefer in unsere Praxis kommen. Und dann können wir Anapanasati machen. Anapanasati oder das Buddha machen. Und unsere Praxis vertiefen. Natürlich kann man die Majjhima Nikaya lesen und kommt natürlich auf die Übersetzung drauf an. Es gibt gute Übersetzungen und es gibt ganz schlechte Übersetzungen. Übersetzungen, die Wörter verwenden, die misleading sind, die uns in die Irre führen. Und Vorträge anhören von Lehrern, die wir mögen oder wo wir ein Vertrauen dazu haben. Aber vor allem praktizieren. Und wenn wir Zeit und Möglichkeit haben, irgendwo ins Kloster zu gehen und da weiter. Und das ist das, was man als Theravada-Laie machen kann. Alex, understood? No? No German, no Deutsch. Entschuldigung.
When I sit in meditation, I can hear the pulse beating in my head and it disturbs me. I tried to use itipiso to the beat of the pulse, but that didn't help. Please have you any advice for me?
be more interested in the breath. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, I mean, use the breath or use the Buddha and be more. If you're interested in the pulse beating, I mean, it's something, when you do it and get used to it, I mean, of course, your interest always goes there. Is the pulse still beating? Now you have to take this part of the interest back to the Buddha or back to the breath. It takes a while, but it is possible. Whatever, yeah. I mean, every one of us probably has the same experience. I mean, we latch onto something. Yeah. Just like in the last Zoom session, somebody latches on the music and he always hears the music. Yeah. I mean, so he has to pull this interest when he sees. Yeah. When he sees, that it goes to the pulse. Yeah. Then put this interest back into the Buddha. Yeah? But because he's bored with the Buddha or he's bored with the breath, I mean, he looks for all the things that are interesting. And that's why he gets stuck onto it. Yeah.
As children, we try to guide our parents so they don't break the 5 precepts as advised by the Buddha. Overall, it's been quite good.
Huh? Never heard that. Normally the parents teach the children, Okay.
Overall, it's been quite good, but they do not keep to consistency. My question is, I want to try to guide them to the next level, and they want to teach them the 4 noble truths, but they don't find a good opportunity, and they feel like they don't have the wisdom for it, so they get anxious, and they're just not sure how they can teach them the higher Dhamma.
I mean, first teach yourself. Yeah? Until you get of a level of, no questions anymore. Yeah? And then you can teach others. The only way that you can teach parents or friends or anybody is when they show interest in what you are doing. And then you have to be very careful. Yeah? You tell them or you talk to them or you teach them, and the moment their interest is gone, you instantly have to stop. Huh? But we always want to teach, and it is some sort of conceit that we want to teach others how to do better. Yeah? Because we ourselves cannot do it. Yeah? It's everywhere the same. Yeah? I mean, I see it so often, I mean, also some of the lay people here, the Thai lay people, I mean, they teach meditation, but they cannot do meditation themselves. Yeah? Yeah? I mean, what is the purpose? You misguide other people. Learn it for yourself, yeah? Until you have no urge of teaching others, then you can teach. Okay. Teaching my parents. My mother, I mean, in the beginning when I started meditation, she said something, I mean, what you do is wrong, yeah? I said, don't worry, I know that what I'm doing is right, yeah? And then 1 year later, when I turned around 180 degrees, what are you doing? What are you doing? Can you teach me? Yeah, then you can teach. Yeah? If somebody is interested, yeah? But you also have to stop instantly, I mean, when their interest in what you say is fading away. And that is so difficult for us, because we don't know it. We are in the self mode or self-teaching mode. Yeah? What? Oh, okay. Any questions? What?
Yeah, that's my question. No. So, how effective is it, or how durable is the solution of replacing an unwholesome emotion with a wholesome emotion? For example, let's say there's anger.
Yeah.
If I replace that with, let's say, metta,
Yeah.
how effective is that, and how durable is that? Or should I just go back to the Buddha or the breath?
I mean, in most cases, just go back to the Buddha, but also, I mean, ask what came before the anger arose. What kind of thoughts? What kind of memory? You want to take out the seed that caused the anger.
Yes.
Yeah? But you can, of course, I mean, if the anger is already so strong, you can try, to do some metta, but it is very difficult. Yeah? Yeah? So, then better go to the Buddha, until that. Yeah, I mean, if you do the anger feeds on something. It feeds on memories and feeds on thoughts. Right? So replace all these memories and thoughts with Buddha until the anger subsides.
And
then ask the question, what came before. Yeah? If you don't see, then stop the Buddha, yeah, and then see, and it instantly comes back the anger because the thought, and then you might even see clearer what kind of thought and what kind of memory led to this anger.
Thank you.
Any other question? No, they're all doing fine, So don't waste your time, yeah? It's already 1 month of the Pantha, yeah? Even though, within the Pantha or outside of the Pantha, it's always the same. Every day is, we wake up and do our Buddha until we go to sleep. Okay, use the time wisely. Yeah? Practice as much as you can and a little bit more. Just every day a little bit more. Just 2 or 3 seconds more. Yeah. Over time, it will pile up and becomes hours.
9 seconds.
Yeah. And if you can't face a problem, yeah, if you have really difficult, yeah, then just tell yourself, okay, the kilesas defeated me. Raise your white flag and said, I give up, I give up, I give up. But know that you give up. Not just, just stop. Know that you give up. And at the same time, you tell yourself, okay, next time, I just do a little bit more. I don't give up, I don't give in so easily, 1 second or 2 seconds or 3 seconds, yeah? In this way, you will sooner or later overcome the problem.
You put more and more resistance up.
But you have to realize, you have to tell yourself, okay, the kilesas defeat me, they defeat me all the time, we go into the boxing ring with the kilesas, and the kilesas is the champions, yeah? And we are, yeah? So, they knock us out, Okay, we wake up, and then we go in the ring again, yeah? Lungta Mahavo used this example, and I found it so really, yeah, because that's the way we do it.
A tactical retreat.
Yeah.
And then you're back.
Yeah, and then you go in again. And next time you can stay a little bit longer and a little bit longer, and the longer we can stay, we see how he hits us, yeah? And then we can duck, And once we can duck, we can actually give him a blow as well, So he gets knocked out. The kilesas get knocked out for a while. And this is amazing, yeah, when they get knocked out, because then, yeah, nobody's controlling you. Yeah? Okay?